Hello and good Thursday evening, everybody. It is the 23rd of September.
Yeah.
It is also Bruce Springsteen's birthday. And do you
The
know who
boss.
Bruce Springsteen's? Yeah, do you know who his favorite artist is?
I don't.
It's Doug, actually. How you doing, Doug? Bruce Springsteen's favorite artist. How you doing today?
Oh, well, pretty good. It's pretty. I wasn't born in the USA, but
You
yeah,
don't,
it's good to know that the
you don't,
boss likes me.
you don't have to be born in the USA to be on the boss's radar. You know?
Good to know. Good to know. He's not too far away though. He's just in New Jersey, right? Does he still live
That's
there?
right. Well, I think he has a big barn there.
Yes, sir. A big barn.
A big barn.
Of all the
Absolutely.
things he could have, it's just a big barn.
Hey Bia, hey James, how you doing?
Hey,
Welcome,
Bia. Hey,
guys.
James.
Nice to see you.
Welcome. Yes, thanks for hanging out. What's shaking in
Uh,
your guys' world? Let us know in the chats.
yeah, how's everybody doing? What's happened since last week? Whew, so much over here. How about you, Doug? What's happened since last week?
Oh my God, since last week. Hmm. Ah, there's no cars in the world. I found that out. Can't get a car.
No cars.
No,
Oh, rental car. Yeah.
no, new cars. There's no
Oh,
all. There's a big shipping shortage due to the circuits and the conductors. That you can't. There's no new cars. You go look at a car lot and they're all empty right now.
interesting. Yes, because you also can't get a GPU or a CPU right now either.
Correct.
If you're trying to
And
build a computron.
that's true. And I had a hard drive crap out 4 months ago, and I'm still waiting for it to get fixed because I can't get parts.
Oh my god.
Also, found out that there's a cat food shortage for Stanley and Vivian because there's a tin shortage. So, it's weirder times than they were last week.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know what you can do is you can cook them bespoke meals every night
Mm.
because they would appreciate that. And I'm sure that you got enough time to do like we could do a cooking for cats stream some night, and we could
Yeah,
grind up some chicken and
yeah,
maybe some greens. Put some greens in there.
yeah, yeah.
A little
Some,
tuna, a little
some,
milk.
something I could clean up later when they throw it up. Yeah, that'd be great.
Right?
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's your grandmother's birthday. Oh, nice. Where did you go to eat, and what did grandma have?
Nice.
And also, is grandma hammered too? You know who we're looking to hang out with, you guys, with guys? Who are we looking to hang out with?
I don't know.
Is it Doug actually?
It works. It works on all the levels, doesn't it?
Sometimes it's hard to find one, Doug.
A level? Or just a duck?
It's hard to find a level it doesn't work on, Doug,
Oh, yeah, that's true.
because it works on so many levels.
It really does. So tonight, Shane, I want to work on eyeballs. Um, I'm working on a commission. Well, I can show you the commission if you want. Do you want to see the commission? It's
Absolutely.
early stages. Early stages.
Okay. We went to a restaurant called the Ugly Ducking.
Actually,
Okay.
I need Bia's help tonight.
Grandma had some fish.
Where's the best place to put this? Maybe here.
Oh,
I don't know.
you're put. James is uploading the fish into the Discord. Oh my God, that's lovely. Oh, the duck is lovely. Oh, hell yes. Exclamation point Discord if you want to see the lovely duck that James just posted in the food
Nice.
channel.
Okay.
And some spring rolls or something. Looks like
Nice.
spring rolls.
Geez, you're loving the food channel.
I love the food channel. I love it when people post food. I
That's
gotta
fair.
tell you. Oh, and I made tom yum soup from scratch last night.
Wow.
And I'm like, I should take a picture and post this in the food channel. And you know what I did? I ate it all.
That sounds like you. I also am a big duck fan, James, so I totally get what you're doing. But yeah, so this painting here is a commission for a portrait of someone's parents. This you can't see because I only have so much camera space. Is the church they were married in. But Bia, this is where I need your help. They were in Stuttgart, and I need to know a landmark that would have been there in the early 70s that I could put in this space.
I've been there, you know.
Oh yeah, well
Stuttgart.
maybe you could help too.
I can't. No, I all I remember is the pedestrian mall and how much fun I had there. And,
Okay.
My dad and I ate way too much, and we drank too much wine. I know that.
So yeah, I the next step I want to do in these paintings is their eyes. So I want to just do some practicing tonight of eyes so I don't mess it up when I'm ready to apply it to this this commission.
Right. So practicing for the big time. I
That's
see.
right.
I see. Spring rolls were duck too. Oh my goodness.
Sounds
That
amazing.
went in your mouth. I would have definitely put that right up in my mouth as well. That duck looks so delicious. How old is your grandmother, if she doesn't mind you sharing? You stay 18, there's going to be a little bit of issues. 79. Well, happy 79th birthday
Yeah.
to James's grandmother. I hope you had a fantastic evening.
Yep. I hope you love the duck.
Duck and beer. Well, she had fish, apparently. Fish and beer.
Okay.
Do you want me to look up some Stuttgart?
Yeah. Let's make it a team effort.
What do we call them? Landmarks? Landmark.
I think so. Yeah.
Ooh, they have a large towery thing.
Yeah, I noticed that, but I just wasn't sure what was there. Like
tower.
Oh, okay.
1972.
So that would be around that time.
The central. Oh, this is nice. Places, landmarks, historical, Pinterest. Boat. Oh, okay. And I think there's a ton of like cool churches and stuff there too.
Okay, good to know. Oh, hi, Stanley.
Doug, you got rid of the undercut, James says. I don't think he did. I think it's just growing out a little bit.
Yeah, it's just grown out a little bit, and I chopped the top off.
Chop the top off.
Well, sometimes you have to.
There's a castle?
Yeah,
Castle.
I saw
There's a
that too.
castle. Ooh, old castle. Are there castles in Stuttgart? Yes. The answer to that question on the internet was yes. Yes, there are. It's called Neues Schloss Stuttgart. Yes, I will check it. I will bring it up for us. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
Beautiful.
It's quite large. It's sprawling, one might say. Ooh,
Oh,
I
yeah.
like the gates. I've been here. I've seen this thing. I don't think I went in, but I went to it.
Nice.
We also went to is the Mercedes Museum in Stuttgart as well?
Yeah, there's a lot of car museums there.
I think it is, and I went there as well.
Cool.
Hey, Roey, how you doing?
Hey, Roy.
Welcome. Yeah, this thing's cool. The gates are cool. It's like a lion and a buck.
Oh yeah. It's funny though. Like, where would they have lions in Germany?
Where wouldn't they? You know,
Right.
that's the bigger question.
It is.
It looks cool at night. Holy smokes! All right, I'm gonna show you a couple images here. Oh, that image is tiny.
Mm-hmm.
A bigger image of that nighttime one. That's not it. Man, why is that tiny too? Why are all the pictures of it at night tiny?
They want to. Maybe they just want to get like more in to the photo.
Yeah, but they don't have to make the resolution 100 by 200, do they?
Fair.
Okay, this one is more dusk than nighttime.
Oh, that's really nice.
Wow, this is very large.
And you've been there.
Scale her down for you.
Nice. It's beautiful.
See, I like. Oh my God, we are not installing Windows right now. Thank you. We got things to do.
We're busy.
See the lion and
Yeah.
and then here's a good picture of the lion.
It's very with the lion and the stag. It's very Game of Thrones, isn't it?
Let's check. Belding. Yeah.
Yeah. What?
No, yeah, it's pretty neat. It's a nice looking place.
Would you live
Probably too many rooms, I think.
there? Yeah. You need a staff, wouldn't you?
Oh my God, I can barely keep this house running. Actually, I can't. I can't even keep this house running, and there's only
You. Is there more than you? What do you get?
No,
Who's all living with you now? You get any?
there's-
You get a cat? You get a dog?
no. It's me and some hot pepper plants right now.
Ooh.
I got an indoor grow light,
You sound like Tony Stark.
and and I set up a little section because I want to try and keep these hot peppers alive all winter.
Well, I'm surprised they're gonna last that long, because I figure you'll probably cook them up.
Well, I'll cook up the peppers, but I'll leave the plants to live. I don't need to cook them.
I guess that's fair.
And I have this plan for next year that I'd like to do, which is I have a cayenne pepper plant, and I have a habanero pepper plant, and I have a Kashmiri chili plant.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to cross the habanero and the Kashmiri and the habanero and the cayenne and grow them. So I wouldn't grow them next season. I would grow them the season after.
Okay.
And sort of see if any of those turn out to be actually decent. And
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna work or what, but so the way I'm gonna do it is I'm going to keep a habanero plant inside, even next summer. And when it starts to flower, I'll pollinate its flowers with the pollen from the Kashmiri and from the cayenne, and I'll mark the flowers that I pollinated with that pollen.
Mm-hmm.
And because there's no insects inside, the other flowers won't get pollinated,
Right.
theoretically. So I should be able to control it, and then those peppers that grow, I'll take those seeds, and those seeds that they produce should be the cross between those two.
Cool.
Yeah. Rowie wants to know what the occasion is for the nice shirt that you have on.
I do have a reason. Thanks for asking, Roy. It was a beautiful day
It's
here.
planted.
It was stunning. I think it was 27 degrees, and I was inside all day, and I don't like that. So I wore a shirt that made me feel like I might be outside.
It was very nice today.
Mm.
I'm replacing my skylights, and my friend Mike is doing it, and he was on the roof all day.
Say hi
And
to
he
Mike for
came
me.
in twice. He came in twice and said, "It's hot," and I said, "Oh."
What did he say?
It's hot.
Oh.
Yeah, much like that.
Okay.
That's pretty much how it went.
Oh, Mike's
You
a
grabbed
nice
an
fella.
iced coffee. Nice. Did you get us an iced coffee or what?
He knows we love them, but yet he never brings us one.
You also started watching Chicago Med. Pretty good, actually. Put it in the what you watching. Ooh. So that show that I'm watching, Baskets.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Man, Louis Anderson is amazing in that.
Huh.
I just can't get over how good he is as that mother.
Yeah. Like you. Well, you were pretty about it last week.
I was, yeah. He just continues to be excellent at it, and that first season of that show is a very hard watch.
Is it? Yeah.
It's good because it's only 8 episodes or something, but it's kind of hard to. There's not really a likable character in the bunch. Maybe one of them is likable.
Okay.
But they grow in the second season, and I think they figure out how to write it so that not everybody is detestable.
Right. So who's your least favorite character?
In that show,
Correct. Yeah.
well, it would be so Galifianakis plays twins, Chip and Dale.
Okay.
Yeah. And Chip is the clown. He's trying to be a clown.
Yeah.
And Dale runs like a mall community college. You know those business colleges that are in strip malls?
I have seen those.
Yeah. Yeah. So he runs one of those, and he is not in the tiniest bit a likable character at all.
Okay.
So I don't like him. And my favorite is Christine Baskets, which is played by Louis Anderson.
Now is Baskets her last name? Is that why?
That's right.
Okay.
Chip and Dale Baskets.
Cool.
The eyes are looking pretty good, Doug. I wonder if we could zoom in a little bit on this. On that camera.
Suppose I could a little bit. Yeah. I would for you.
Just a little bit so we could see it a little bit better. Yeah, that's the ticket, Doug.
All right. Ticket to ride.
Yeah, Doug's going to Australia soon.
Maybe. Maybe.
Magpie was eyeing me off when I went to get my iced coffee. They are vicious. But you can also train them to go steal people's money. They're very smart birds.
Oh. And do they know denominations? Like, can he say, like, don't come back without a 20?
No, I don't think so. But you never know. You ever see the video of the dog? So there was this post on the internet. I'm sure people have seen it. But this like stray dog would watch every day as people paid for like donuts or something at this counter, and so he started bringing leaves up to try and get donuts.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Really smart, right? Like he saw that they were exchanging something and getting food, and so he thought this looks like what they're exchanging, and brought that up to try and get some food.
That's really cool.
And if the people did not let him pay for his whatever it was, I can't remember if it was hot dogs or donuts or whatever. If they did not give him a treat for that, then they're the worst people, and they should be,
yeah, beaten. Oh, is that too much? Sorry. Or maybe that was too much.
The people? Oh, beat the people. Don't beat the dogs.
No, don't beat the dogs.
Don't beat the dogs. Yeah, you gotta. If I had a business, so Rowie says they give dog treats to the good boys that come to the cafe, and I
Yeah.
assume the good girls too.
Yeah, one would hope.
If I had a business, that's what we would definitely have treats for the dogs. Also, if I had a business, depending on the business, obviously, and depending if there was a storefront or whatever, but having like a business cat or dog, I love
Yeah.
that. Like you go into a hardware store and there's a dog by the counter and it has a sign that says "Pet me, I love pets." Like I'd be there. Okay, well, I guess I
I can
like
only
this.
shop
This is my
here.
yeah, this is my favorite store now.
Yeah.
Can you guys order in some hot chocolates?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Do you? Are you a big hot chocolate fan?
No, I just tried to think of something that wouldn't be in a hardware store.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha.
And hot chocolate came to mind for some reason.
You
I
know
haven't had a
what?
hot chocolate in a long time.
Oh no.
Do you remember the last time you had hot chocolate?
Hmm. It's been a long time. I think you're right.
It is almost the season, though. It's almost autumn.
Yeah, it is
Oh,
autumn.
It
It's
is
official.
autumn, yeah. 2 days ago. Two days ago.
Mm-hmm.
So is this our good fall weather? Like maybe I should get the dock out.
Yeah, it is our good fall weather.
degrees 21 degrees tomorrow.
Is that what tomorrow is? Yeah,
21 degrees. 21 degrees.
that's a lot of degrees.
That's not bad. And then it's going to rain for the next 12 days after that.
Oh, really?
That's what the weather says.
I don't like that weather.
What do they know?
You know who's retiring?
Who's retiring?
Steve Murphy.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah,
I like that guy.
I've met him a time or two. He's a nice fellow.
Steve Murphy is a local news anchor that
Oh, yeah.
has been in the business for probably
Some time.
like 25 or 30 years.
Maybe more.
And people like him. He's got glasses. He's a very he's a very easy to like fella. Affable, one might say.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever had the pleasure of meeting Steve?
No, but I saw him out once and I just didn't bother him,
Well, why would you, right? But it's not like he's gonna remember you.
Well, you guys know when I had my last hot chocolate? Yeah, it was like a week ago, wasn't it? You posted it in the food thing. It looked delicious. Maybe that's why I thought of hot chocolate, because of exactly that.
That's fair.
I haven't had an iced coffee in a long time, but I am using my coffee machine to make
I love that you're using it.
cappuccinos. I made a mochaccino yesterday. I got chocolate oat milk and made
yeah.
a quadruple mochaccino with it.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds amazing.
Oh my god, it was so delicious. So this is kind of like a hot chocolate,
Yeah.
Oh, James, are you still here? I watched some of your friggin' drumming stream, dude. You got to do that more often. That's so fun. It almost made me want to do it too.
Oh yeah.
Do a stream of me drumming, but then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not that good.
I thought you were really good.
No, I'm just learning. I'm just on the way learning.
Oh,
I wonder if like I did do a drum stream and put in the description or something like, please teach me, if real drummers would come in and teach me stuff.
That would be a great
'Cause
show.
That would be pretty fun. Be like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll do 16th notes on the snare drum, and then dotted quarters on the hi hat, and weird independence exercise.
One thing I was thinking today about doing for the show, or even like some other videos, would even be like video me doing other people's art tutorials on how to do stuff. Like just, boning up your skills, as one might say.
I don't know I can't remember what songs you were playing, but what got me was that you were just playing like along to popular songs or like songs that people were chucking in the chat and stuff. And I don't you have there's no problem with DCMA as far as that's concerned?
Didn't they just announce a new thing?
They did actually. Yeah, they made an agreement so it's not as brutal as it used to be. I like playing songs I've never heard before. And James, have you ever played along to the drum stuff or the free drumless tracks on YouTube? There's some funk stuff that's so fun to play. I wonder if I could use that. It's so fun to play because it's just like you can play anything.
Is it like Nigerian funk? Because apparently that's real fun.
No, but that sounds fun. Is there Nigerian funk? I want some of that. Okay, I have put it in this tab so that I can look it up after.
Cool.
Oh man. 70s funk soul sounds? Is it 70s?
Probably.
Nigerian Afro funk legends?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The definitive story of 1970s funky Legos.
Legos. Nice.
Yeah. Interesting. As far as copyright is concerned, screw Twitch. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, us too. No, you haven't. Check it out, man. The FDT stuff, free drumless tracks. There's so many of them, and I find the ones that have the word funk in the title are really fun to play. It's kind of like gospel-y funk, and so there's like a lot of shots and stuff that you can hit or not hit. I mean, I find that even just like playing the straight up, 1 and 3, 2 and 4, you can just like dig in. It sounds good. Good enough anyway. Good enough for who's listening, which is just me in my case.
Do you ever invite people over to drum? Do you ever invite people over to like play while you're drumming?
Yeah. So I do jams from time to time with some of my musician friends that have more patience than the rest of them. They need the patience.
Yep. We all do. Actually, I was listening to Little Guns N' Roses Patience before we started the show.
Oh, interesting. You said something earlier that made me think of something.
You're welcome.
Yeah. It was along the same lines, and I could have clarified that better. But you know what? I don't need to explain myself.
I don't believe you do.
I don't need to explain myself. Why are you guys bugging me?
Because.
Hey, do you like Bruce Springsteen? Speaking of Springsteen.
No. I know. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan. I like that I know a lot of his music, and I like the music. But I always found him... I don't know. I guess he's just a bit of an acquired taste for me. But I think he's actually quite a kind person from what I understand.
Yes.
But what I always found kind of interesting is like on stage, he's always like just aggressive and very like forceful and always got his blue jeans on. Like, it's kind of, I guess, the everyday man's rock star, right? Because he was,
Hmm.
he wasn't like putting on he put on a show, but he wasn't like, it wasn't like Elton John or anything where it was actually like a show. So I think for
Yeah.
me, um, it's just a personal taste kind of thing where if I'm going to a show, I don't know that I want it to feel like my neighbor. I want to see a show. But his music on the radio, like growing up, I liked it. It's good. It was always around. So, yeah. But I wouldn't say like it was someone I was like, oh God, that song's playing. We gotta like get up and dance.
Yeah, that's fair. Um, there's a ton of live footage of him from the earlier days. So there's a really great concert from 1972 where he is like a young man,
Yeah.
like, and his band is smoking. Like, they're just so freaking good.
Was that the East Street
And I
Band?
think, yeah, the E Street Band, and it's got the guy from The Sopranos playing guitar.
Oh yeah,
Eddie,
yeah.
yeah, Van Zant. Um, he like those early shows are pretty, like you said, pretty bare bones. Like, it's a band playing. There's not a lot of spectacle as far as that's concerned.
Hmm.
But the band is amazing, and the songs are just so, they just do it so well, whether you like the songs or not. And I think the era that you're talking about, like when we were kids, that was Born to Run, right? That
Yeah,
was the,
yeah, that's right.
or
Yep.
Born in the USA. That was that record, and literally you could not get away from it when
No.
we were growing up. It was everywhere.
Yeah.
And I think you're mostly right in the sense that that's very stripped down. And again, the songs are pretty beaten into your psyche. Dancing in the Dark, I'm on Fire, those things. But there's some pretty good shows. There's one that was recent that he did from his barn
Oh yeah,
with
that's how you know what is Byron.
yeah, because he does shows there and weddings and all sorts of stuff.
Cool.
And it was mostly acoustic, but it was the full band, and it was just, musicianship is like through the roof. It's crazy.
Yeah. And that's the other thing, is I don't really know music well enough to like appreciate the band just playing. I mean, I know if I liked it, but I don't know. I couldn't say how talented someone is versus another.
Right. You just know what you like,
Well, yeah,
which is
exactly. Yeah.
which is extremely valid, and don't let anybody tell you it's not.
Thank
You're welcome. I think it's the same with art, right? Like, I don't know art.
you. Yeah.
I don't know the techniques, and I can't critique somebody for what they did, but I can look at it and go, yeah, I like that, or yeah. That's what I say when I don't like things.
Yeah, you say that a lot when I'm around.
I was just gonna say, you've never heard that before.
Maybe
What
I
was
have.
nice about this? So this past weekend, I went up to Ontario to see some family, and
Also known
one
as
of the nice
unterrible.
Unterrible. Um, it was nice to see family, and my dad brought a bunch of my mom's paintings up
Oh,
for
cool.
for the rest of the family to have a look at and take some pieces for them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy. Like, I haven't seen half of these things,
Oh, really? That is interesting.
and some of them were so good. And my dad's like, "Oh, well, if you want it, take it." I'm just like, "No, I want it."
Right. Yeah.
Like, no, don't, not that one. So, but it's good that everybody got a piece.
Cool.
And I meant to take photos of them because there was a
Oh,
at one
yeah.
point they had them all set up, and I just was kind of like catching up with some family that I haven't seen. Honestly, some of them I haven't seen for 20 years. So,
Yeah.
and I just forgot to take a picture because I thought about it. I'm like, oh, I should take a picture and post it in the art room on Discord, and then I just never really got around to it.
That's okay. Maybe
Yeah.
you could keep in contact with your family now that you connected with them again and ask them to send you some pictures.
No, that
Kind
was
of keep...
it. It was one time thing.
Oh no,
We
never
don't
again.
talk anymore.
Oh, it's over.
20 years, man. It's once every 20 years. That's how it works.
Well, you can look
We have a
forward to
really close.
when you're 40.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're a real close knit family. But that being said, I did bring up the Discord in the art channel.
Oh
So
yeah.
if you do art, drop some art in there. Love to see the art in the art channel.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, Bia? I'm looking at that hot chocolate again. How did you make that? What's in it? I'm guessing chocolate.
And some hotness.
Oh, a little bit of hot. Yeah, that's right. A little bit of hot.
You know what? There might be more hot in there than you think.
Have you ever done a little bit of like chilies in hot chocolate? It's delicious.
Not in a hot chocolate, but I've had it in chocolate ice cream.
Ooh, that's good too.
Yeah.
I'm big into the chilies these days.
Well, why don't you whip me up a hot chili chocolate? And I'll come out.
Well, you know, we should absolutely have a fire here during the autumn season.
Mm-hmm.
I posted, did I post that in the Discord? The s'mores? No, I didn't. What's my problem? Made some s'mores.
You were busy eating s'mores?
Yeah, I made some, I actually took photos. Made some s'mores a couple of weekends ago. And I haven't had s'mores since I was a kid, basically. Because I'm not a big marshmallow fan.
You're not a big sweets fan, really, to be fair, right?
Yeah, I don't eat a lot of sweets. I'm very specific about the sweets. I like sweets just fine, but if there's like a hamburger sitting there and a big piece of cake, I'll eat the hamburger nine times out of 10.
And the cake.
and then the cake. Exactly.
It's a meal. Why, there's an order to things.
But we didn't do the classic. We did the ones with the celebration cookies.
So, I don't.
Do you know those
what?
cookies?
No, are they from Tim Hortons?
No, they have the dark chocolate on top.
Oh, celebration.
Celebration. Sorry.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't say it correctly.
No, it's well, that's why I didn't know what you're talking about.
Oh, exactly. So one of those with a perfectly toasted marshmallow on it's pretty good. Did I ask this? Are you a marshmallow fan? You like marshmallows? No?
I don't get terribly excited about them. I'm a sweets fan, but marshmallows is not my jam. Do you remember Fluff?
Yeah, it was like marshmallow in a jar, like peanut butter.
Yeah, my brother would just eat it out of the jar.
I never ever had it. I do not believe I've ever had it.
It's the weirdest thing. Like
people had it at their houses and they liked to have fluff and peanut butter sandwiches, and
Fluffernutter.
I would always. Oh, is that what it's called? A fluffernutter?
Yeah.
I would always go, no, thank you. I'll just have peanut butter.
Yeah.
And if you would be so kind, can you toast it?
Yeah.
Because a toasted peanut butter sandwich, mucho grande better. Rice milk, baking cocoa, some sugar, a tiny bit of salt, and a pinch of cinnamon. Ooh. Mm. As a topping, I use some rice whipped cream. That's nice. Rice milk. I've had rice milk. I'm really liking the cashew milk for my cappuccinos.
Oh yeah.
Cashew milk cappuccinos or unsweetened vanilla almond milk cappuccinos. But the cashew milk ones are really nice because they have that nutty flavor. And like I was saying, the chocolate oat milk is pretty darn good. You tried oat milk recently, and it tastes like nothing? You didn't find like it has like a little bit of a nutty flavor, Rowie? Also, I saw how they make oat milk. You know, they just blend oats with water.
Yeah. A lot of nut milk is made that way. Cashew or almond.
Oh. Okay. Well, what's crazy though is that cashew milk is like 30 calories for a cup,
Yeah, it's pretty low.
where milk is like 150 for
Right,
the same cup.
and the cream's even more.
Oh, and I do like me a heavy cream.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be a good drag name for you.
Heavy cream?
Yeah.
It's funny because it's true.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man, cashew milk is more sweet than rice milk. Oh, I see. I always get the unsweetened. You can't put more sugar in there. I don't know how people can do that.
Mm.
Did you know? I'm still going to talk a little bit about Springsteen.
Okay.
This will be the last. This will be the last one.
I don't dislike
There's
the
a
man. I just
there's a
don't know
video
much
for
about him.
dancing in the. Well, fair enough.
Yeah. Sorry.
There's a video for Dancing in the Dark. You know that song, right?
Yeah, yeah.
In the video, he pulls a girl out of the crowd to dance on stage with him.
Yeah. Do I think I know the story? Maybe I think I do.
Yeah, and who is it?
I believe it became his wife, if I'm not mistaken.
You are mistaken.
Oh, okay. Was it Linda Ronstadt?
They were just friends.
Oh, okay. Susan Sarandon.
Courtney Cox of Friends. That's why I said they were just friends.
Oh. Thanks for explaining your joke.
Was more a hint, but yeah, sure. No problem. Hey, little Ange, how you doing? Nice
Hey,
to
little
see
Ange.
you. Oh, you put it in your coffee, Roey. That's fine. It doesn't flavor it too much. The thing with a cappuccino is like it's half froth whatever and half espresso.
Is that your favorite
Or is it-
drink to
or-
get when you're out on the town?
Or is it 1, 1, and 1? It might be 1, 1, and 1. I'm not exactly sure, but I make it here. So, no, I think I really like a large Americano,
Oh, yeah.
so I can taste the coffee. Because sometimes when you get a cappuccino out,
Yep.
it's too much. It's too much milk. You can't really taste the coffee.
Would you call that a... Is that... What part's the chino?
The top part.
Oh, yeah.
A macchiato is quite nice, though. Have you had a macchiato before?
I have.
That's without the milk. It's just the foam.
Yeah.
Well, and you love a cappuccino? Well, I'll tell you what. Next time you're here, I'll make you a cappuccino. That goes for everybody. Anybody wants to stop by for a cappuccino, stop on by. I'll make you a cappuccino.
I might be out tomorrow.
You want to make the trip? I'll make you a cappuccino. Okay, but you got to come after work because I got to go into the office tomorrow.
Oh, then I'm not coming.
Okay. Well, Saturday I'll be around.
Okay. I'll keep it in mind.
Also Sunday. Oh, Saturday there's a Leafs and Montreal Canadiens preseason game.
Oh, yeah. On the CBCs?
Oh, I don't know where it's on. I just know it's happening.
Fair.
And I know I'm probably going to watch it, even though it's probably going to be a bunch of rookies, which is also fine.
It is fine. It's fun to kind of see the next generation.
It's very close, right? It's like 20 days to hockey season.
I believe so, yeah. Training camp just started.
Yeah. Training camp's been on for a little bit.
2 days? This is day 2.
Oh, is it? The
Yeah.
rookie camp was on then before, right? For a week or something?
That's fair, yeah. It was, yeah.
So Austin Matthews had the surgery on his wrist, eh?
Yeah, he's out for a bit. I heard.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. But they say he's getting stronger, and everybody was like giving him shit because he waited. He didn't
Yeah,
do it right when the season ended, and like he explained it. He's like, it was feeling good. I didn't. We were just like assessing it day by day, and it wasn't until, you know, it started feeling a little bit weird that I'm like, all right, we got to do it. And so, you know, just leave the kid alone.
yeah.
He's so judgmental.
Judge it.
Macchiato, besides pure coffee, is one of the most bought coffee drinks in Germany. Interesting. Made a lot of them when I worked in gastronomy. I really want to go watch a few games live this year. Yes, absolutely. Would be an achievement. Let's do that. I was actually thinking about the possibility of getting, 3 or 4 people together and getting season tickets for our local hockey team.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'd be down.
Because they're easy to split up. It's not expensive, and it's such a good time.
Yep.
It's a good cheap night out, you know.
Yep.
Other than finding parking, it's a great night.
Yeah, just Uber down. Oh, you can't. Yeah, you're too far.
Uber doesn't come here.
No.
They laugh at me. The app goes and then shuts down, uninstalls itself. I have to reinstall it every time.
Just to check.
Yeah, it's so rude.
Mm.
You guys, does anybody go to their local sports? I know Rowie. I know you go see the AFL from time to time. Oh, and how was the game that you went to the other night? Does anybody else go see local sports? And if so, what do you see? We've got a lot here now. Actually, we have a lacrosse team now, and we have a soccer team as well,
Yeah.
or a football team. If
Yep,
you're
that's
in
right.
anywhere other than here. Oh no! By 1 point? Isn't the side post a 3-point kick, or is that a 1-point kick when you kick it through the post on the left side? Must be 1 point. The middle is 6 and the side is 1. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's a very interesting game, that Australian rules football. Very interesting. There's a lot of like ballet moves. You know, in ballet where they take the dancer and they throw them in the air from the
Oh yeah.
waist.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do that in AFL a lot.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a favorite ballerina in the AAA or whatever it is, whatever the league's called?
No, I don't know any of the actual people either in ballet or in AFL.
Oh, okay. Roy, who's your favorite ballerina, whatever, rugby player?
Berlin has a lot of sports teams, but I'm not interested in sports. Well, that's fair.
Yeah.
Totally fair.
There's a lot of hockey in Germany.
Lots of hockey in Germany. Soccer as well, or football.
Oh yeah, totally. Maybe too much.
Possible. The AFL Grand Final is on tomorrow night. Who's in the final? What moves am I talking about? You know when they have to kick the ball to the other side, and then the teammates take them and they chuck their other teammate in the air to catch the ball, and then sometimes he flips over the other dude. That's the one I'm talking about. I don't know what it's called in ballet, but you grab them from the waist and you help them up.
Sounds like a lot of date nights.
Yeah. Helping them up.
Yeah.
Let me help you up there.
You look like you need a little help.
A sauté. A jeté.
Are these players?
Assemblée. No, these are ballet jumps. 5 types of ballet jumps.
What about plie?
Isn't that the one where you go on your tippy toes and spin around? Isn't that a plie?
I would hope so, but I don't really know.
A saisonné. Okay.
Is there an alloway?
No, there's a temps levée though. That's pretty close.
Oh, attempt. Hey, that sounds
That'd
like
be
a
a
delicious
great name for
appetizer.
Yeah, right. Or like a band.
Say it again. What is it?
Up next, temps levée.
I'd take that as a drag name.
Saute, any jump from 2 feet landing on 2 feet, sometimes 1 foot to the same foot. Temps levée, a hop from 1 foot to the same foot. A jeté, a jump or leap from 1 foot to the other. Assemblée, a jump from 1 foot landing simultaneously on 2 feet. A saisonné, a jump from 2 feet landing on 1 foot. Interesting.
You're interesting. You know a lot about ballet.
The internet knows a lot about ballet, and I am now just learning those words with you guys, right? I don't know, maybe people know what these are, but I don't. Didn't. I do now.
You do now.
Yeah, good luck. Ask me tomorrow.
All right. So, these eyes. Dun 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 dun. This level is all like kind of pencil work. I wanted to work on kind of just figuring out the shapes, determine kind of some anchor points, and then I just duplicated them again with charcoal and Conte. Just use some basic colors. Just kind of wanted to play with tones and highlights and lowlights and kind of shading and depth and that. And then here I used acrylic paint and just kind of use like a similar color palette to what I had for charcoal, but just obviously adheres to the paper better in paint form. So kind of played with those a bit to kind of add a bit more depth and sparkle, and then just kind of went back in with some charcoal to give some little more definition to the lines and the shadows.
Looks good, Doug.
Thanks.
I like it.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Hopefully they look good when they're on the real painting.
I just cut and paste them, no?
I think that's what I'll do, really. And just use some Gorilla Glue to stick them on.
Sure. He is wondering if these are hungry eyes.
All eyes are hungry, Bia.
Did you like Dirty Dancing? Was that one of your favorite movies?
What's not? I don't think I really liked what was popular in my childhood, really. Like, that kind of stuff. I think I just purposely tried to not like popular things, I guess.
So you were fine with putting Baby in a corner?
Yeah.
You've never watched Dirty Dancing, Bia? You should watch it, at least for the history.
That just sounds like actually watch the movie and then watch the movies that were almost never made on Netflix. And that's one of them. And you get the background story. You got me watching that, I think, Shane.
Right.
Maybe.
What was the show that you guys keep talking about that I still haven't watched because I don't have Disney Plus?
Oh,
Murders in the Building.
Only Murders in the Building. Yeah, it just got renewed for a second season.
And who's in that?
Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez.
Oh my God! Right. So I don't know why I have to go and grab that for sure.
You were doing it last week after we told you about Doug Days. What'd you get up to?
I don't know, and I haven't seen that either. Am I not taking notes? That's probably what it is. I'm not taking notes, and I'm expecting people to be dropping these in what you watching.
Right.
In Discord! Exclamation point Discord. Beat does. You don't like romantic movies?
Interesting.
Then
What's
you
your-
probably won't like Dirty Dancing.
Oh, there's a lot going on in that movie. It's not just
Oh,
romance.
you did put them in there. Okay, good. Yeah, well, I'll get to them, man.
Just because you put them there doesn't mean Shane looked.
I look at all of it.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum.
Penguin Town. I want to watch that. That's for sure. I like the ones where there's a picture of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's this definite must watch? Oh.
So, Bia,
7
what
parts,
is your
10 films.
favorite movie if you don't like and like I want your favorite movie. Oh, and I also want what are we gonna do from Stuttgart? What do we decide? What landmark?
So the only one that I pulled up was that castle. However, there is some other landmarks. There's a tower, but it's a communications tower, so I don't really think that's
Yeah.
cool. And then there was something else. Let me pull it up again. So all the museums are there, by the way. All the
Oh,
car museums. Not all of them, but there's the Mercedes-Benz one that I talked about is there.
cool.
And the Porsche museum is there as well.
Fun.
Yeah, Piazza del Castello, which is that castle.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know why it's in Spanish. Or is this a different thing? Oh, I've been there too. I have a picture of that.
You
I
really
think
get
it's
around.
the back of it. It might be the back of the castle though.
What were you doing back
Oh
then?
no. Is it a different? It's a different thing. Yeah, this thing. The one with the angel on the top of the large thingamabobber. Looks like the same castle. It is the same castle. It's in front of it. Yeah. So I was there.
Cool.
I know I said that twice.
Yeah. It's all good.
What are you drawing there? It's like a little penguin.
It's not a penguin, but it is a bird.
Yeah, there's so many museums and stuff. Ooh, little fountains and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Are you a big fan of little
Yeah.
fountains?
I don't know. I like stuff like this. Like you walk around and
Yeah.
the thing with like Europe in general is there's so much stuff that's so old
Yeah.
and it's like so well built and just like beautiful architecture and buildings and stuff. And it's like I'm not super into architecture, but there's it's hard not to be impressed by that stuff, you know?
Very true. I agree.
Let me find this statue. All these pictures are not great.
No?
Yeah, new palace with the thing on it. Yeah, I actually have a pretty good photo of this thing myself. In my images somewhere. This thing, Doug, with the whoops,
Oh, yeah.
on like this huge pillar.
And that's a communications tower.
No. The
Oh.
communications tower looks like a communications tower.
Okay.
This is outside of that new palace. Like you can see the stag and the lion right behind it here.
Oh, yeah.
Like these are those gates from before.
Yeah, I don't like the background. It won't fit on that space. Like, I appreciate that.
But even if you did just this, weep,
just the tower?
like from here up, yeah, this
Maybe.
is pretty famous.
No, I
Because
know.
I'm looking at some of the other stuff, and it's like, well, you want to do the outside of the Mercedes Museum?
Not really. I don't think they're car people. Maybe they are though.
This seems to be the most famous thing.
Okay.
Schlossplatz. Schlossplatz?
Have you been to Greece before, Shane?
Mm-mm. Would love to go, though.
Yeah.
How about you?
Never been. No. I'd like to go. Got some friends there.
Well, you got Greece friends?
I do. I met them in Mexico.
That's cool. Where in Mexico?
Zipolite.
Oh, fancy.
Mm. You been to Mexico?
I have been to Mexico. I've been to Playa del Sol, Playa del Carmen, Mexico City.
How would you like Mexico City?
Oh, it was very quick. I think I was there for 4 hours,
Okay.
and so did not see much. I saw where we were, and that's it. That's
Oh,
so. Even though I was there, I wasn't really there.
Yeah, I mean, I stayed in a hotel there, flying out, but I've never really been.
It's pretty difficult. Like that city is so massive, right?
It has the biggest pyramids in the world. But yet
Oh.
they don't get all the press.
Hmm. I see. Yeah, that's interesting. Mayan pyramids?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna bring over a picture. I have the picture that I took of that thing. Bleep bleep bloop bleep. Oh, this is a cool picture too, which is just down the straight from there. Drag these over. Can I drag them over? What?
You getting resistance?
Yes. Why you gotta be like that? I actually have to freaking navigate to this from that? It's okay, I got it, guys. Science.
Starting to get concerned.
8. Okay, you gotta remember this number. No, you don't. Oh, what are you drawing now? Whose bird is it?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Always a good question to ask. Whose bird is this?
It's Boner Law's bird.
Boner Law! We talked about Boner Law last week.
Yeah.
Good old Boner Law. Okay, let me see. Did I take any more pictures of... A lot of pictures of churches. Got a lot of church pictures.
You do?
Yeah, from my Germany trip.
Oh, yeah. That's your photo?
Yeah.
Cool.
It looks weird on your computer.
Oh.
But
What's
that's
weird?
That's the top of the, or on top of the pole.
Nice. Is it someone I should know?
I don't think so. It's better than this picture, anyway. Is it a kookaburra? Thea wants to know.
Oh, I don't know actually. It's called a rare pastel bird.
Hmm. Ooh. Philippine dwarf kingfisher. Oh my god, these are so cute.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this little pink and purple boy. Is that the guy you're doing? I think
Yeah,
it is.
it is. It's what I want to do.
He's so cute.
Right?
I just spoiled it for myself.
Yeah.
Don't look him up. It's a spoiler if you do. Don't look it up. Just let it be a.
Oh, tried to watch the Golden Girls last night.
Like
it
you
didn't
couldn't
age
get it to
well.
load, or
No,
no, I wouldn't
no,
imagine.
it didn't age well.
Wouldn't imagine it would. Yeah.
I mean, the way Dorothy talks to those other characters is like downright abusive. Like you're
Oh,
like
especially Rose.
yeah, like she's been put in jail. these
Super
days.
mean to Rose.
Yeah.
And then Sophia gets in some zingers against Dorothy because of the way that she talks to people.
Yeah.
And then Sophia is super mean to Rose as well.
Correct.
And then they just basically call Blanche a slut the whole
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Yeah, it's pretty much the whole show, yeah.
bad. You're watching Golden Girls at the moment. Wait a second. You're watching It's Doug, actually. I see
Maybe
what
both.
you're saying.
Maybe both.
Maybe we're the Golden Girls, Doug.
Yeah, I was gonna ask Bia which Golden Girls we would be.
That's a good question. Who, when you were watching the Golden Girls, who did you identify with most?
When I was younger, I think I identified more with Blanche because I just thought she was at least not boring.
Right.
I didn't want to be associated with Rose because she's when I was younger she was dumb, but she was actually quite insightful in retrospect. And I thought like Sophia was witty, and no one wanted to be Dorothy really, but she had great one-liners and great delivery. But no one really wanted to be her, so I don't know. I mean, I think, like I said, when I was younger, I thought Blanche because she wasn't as annoying as the other ones, and she had sassy stories. I think I liked that when I was younger. But now I don't know. I guess like everything, you're a blend of it all, aren't you?
Yeah, that's sort of how they write it. But I would like to be Sophia, I think. And I think the only reason I wouldn't want to be Dorothy is because her last name is Spornak.
No, it's Zabornak. I learned
That's
that
right.
last night.
Zabornak.
Do you remember her husband's name? Or ex-husband?
Yeah, Stanley.
Stanley. I thought Stanley would pop
That's
his
who.
head up.
That's who you named the cat after.
Totally. His middle name's Zabornak. That's how I know how to say it so well. Yeah, we should have called Vivi Dorothy. That's not his head though. There you go.
Oh, call for hats, by the way. All you artists, I was thinking about this today. So I like to put hats on people on stream, Doug and some of the characters. And I've sort of run the gamut of the hats that I can find. I would absolutely love it if you guys could draw a hat and put it in the Discord in the art channel, or even just like directly to me, so that I can have some more hats to use on stream. The only stipulation would be that the background needs to be transparent. Otherwise, go to town. I would really appreciate that if you guys have any, gumption to do it. And I'll also put that call out in Discord a little bit later as well. Might mention it every week now too.
She is selfish and superficial. um, yeah, I don't know. I don't think she she wasn't boring. I guess I gotta stick with that.
So Doug did preface that with saying when he was younger. So likely when we're younger, we're all a bit more selfish and
Oh
superficial.
my god, you're right, eh?
Favorite movie is a hard question. At the moment, it's a Ponyo.
Okay.
I don't know what that.
No.
I'm
Do you
gonna
know
look it
that
up.
there's a remake of Mortal Kombat coming out tomorrow?
A remake?
Of the movie.
Wasn't there like 6 movies?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, this looks really cute. Most anime, yeah.
It's anime?
The Ponyo.
Oh.
Not the Mortal Kombat.
It's like, oh, it could be. I wouldn't be surprised.
Combat movies. Oh, there was only 3. Mortal Kombat Annihilation, and now the new one. And so the new one is a remake of the first one. It's not like a continuation of the story or a different story.
Is that what it's saying?
No, I'm asking.
I don't know. I didn't. I've only seen it advertised. I'm not quite entirely sure of the whole story for it.
Okay, let me have a look here.
It sounded like something you might be into. I wasn't sure.
I don't even think I watched the first 2.
No. Did you play the game as a kid?
Yeah, I played the game because it was in arcades. Absolutely, I liked arcades. Were you an arcade kid?
No. No, they just weren't accessible for me.
Mm-hmm. We used to skip school. Me and my friend Matt used to skip school and go to, and it wasn't even an arcade. It was a convenience store that had 4 games.
Yeah.
But they would cycle the games in and out. And one of my favorites was the ATV. No, A something off road, and it had a wheel and a pedal, and it was the top down look at the cars. Oh my god, what a fun game!
Oh, cool.
But yeah, I played a fair bit of Mortal Kombat in the arcades. I just didn't really imagine that translating to a movie.
Yeah, any way to make money. All right.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if this is a remake or a new movie. Okay. Following the critical and commercial failure of the 1997 film Mortal Kombat Annihilation, a third Mortal Kombat film languished in development hell for a period of nearly 2 decades. In late 2010, Warner Brothers and New Line Cinema acquired the franchise from Midway Games and began developing a new film with Kevin Tancheron serving as director. In the wake of Mortal Kombat Rebirth short film. Oh, okay. So these 2 guys, the director and the writer, had a short film. And announced as a producer, director, blah, blah, blah. Shot in Adelaide, Rowie. Shot in Adelaide, just down the road from you. Just a good 9-hour drive, no big deal. 16 hours maybe. Principal photography occurred in December 2019. So it does look like it's a new movie, plot-wise,
Oh, okay, cool.
not a remake. But I don't know for sure.
Right. Well, maybe that's a Sunday afternoon waiting to happen.
I mean, from the sounds of how badly the other Mortal Kombat films did, it can't do worse.
Right.
So we'll see. I don't want to read the plot.
No?
No.
Okay, don't.
It's a 21-hour drive. Okay, yeah. Australia is one of those things like Canada where everything is a lot further than you think it is. I remember driving from Adelaide to Coober Pedy and thinking, no, this won't be that bad. And it was like 14 hours or something.
Holy shit. But
And
what a
that
great
was, like,
name. Coober Pedy.
Coober Pedy?
Yeah.
That's where they shot Mad Max.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Another interesting fact about Coober Pedy is that they have these houses that are basically caves carved into the rock because it's so hot there, and that keeps it cool in summer. And opals, you know opals, the gemstone.
Oh, yes, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there are lots of opal mines in Coober Pedy.
Huh. You really know a lot about Coober Pedy.
I went there. I drove through there. I spent a little bit of time there. In Berlin, people are exhausted when they need to drive an hour to their work. Yeah, but that's every day, right? You gotta do that every day.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Mm-hmm.
How is the public transport in Berlin? Is it good? Do you guys have subways or above ground trains?
Great question.
Being in Toronto this past weekend, the public transit there is pretty good with the subways and the streetcars and the buses as a last worst case scenario. But you can get around most of the city that way, and it's just and same with when you're in New York. Like, it's just refreshing to be able to just pop down and go 20 blocks in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Drive from the bottom left of Australia to the top right takes about 56 hours. Yeah, that's a lot. I did my longest straight trek in Australia was from Alice Springs to Townsville.
Where the Powerpuff Girls live in Townsville.
Do they?
Yeah.
Townsville, Australia?
They never quite say.
Probably, though. Did they have Australian accents?
No, they're very American accents. Sorry, I brought it up.
It's totally fine. So Alice Springs to Townsville is supposed to be about 19 hours. And I think it took us almost double that. And the reason was my 1975 Mazda 929 stopped working.
Yeah.
And we're on, so there's a road that goes straight up the middle of Australia. And it's a quote unquote highway.
Okay.
We left Alice Springs, we're heading up that road, and there was a car on the side of the road. They'd run out of gas, so we stopped and we siphoned some gas and gave them some gas. And this is the kind of thing, like that road, those gas stations are like 400 kilometers apart. Like it's not populated. Like there's nothing in the middle. There's nothing there. Mm-hmm. So you have to be super careful with your gas and super careful with your
life
stuff. At least you did back when I was there. So we siphoned off enough gas to get them to the next gas station, which actually wasn't that far from them. And then, like almost 40 minutes, maybe a little bit longer after that, the car just shut off. And we were on the side of the road, and it was probably 6 or 7 hours before we saw a car.
Oh, wow.
And then that car just went by.
Oh, wow. That's a wow.
Finally, what happened was it was nighttime. We had our emergency flashlights and the hood up so that anybody would see what was going on. And we had the doors open so that they know that we were there.
Mm-hmm.
It was like pitch black. Well, there were stars and stuff out, but it was pitch black. It wasn't like a very moonlit night. And this like fairly large van stopped, and it was a single guy in there, and he was traveling from Adelaide up to Darwin, and he had in the back of his truck a friggin' huge telescope and all these electric tools, and he was a professor that was moving, and I think it was like an electrical engineer.
Mm-hmm.
And so he checked out the car. He's like, "Yeah, your alternator's gone, your battery's thing. I actually have a charger, like a generator and a charger." And he pulled it out, and we charged the battery for like 3 hours. And he sat there with us, and he gave us a star talk. He pulled out one of his smaller telescopes and was like, "Oh, and then this is this," and he like pulling it up on the telescope. It ended up being like such an amazing night.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and then the next day, because I then followed him with my lights off
Mm-hmm.
to the next gas station, and then he left us, and I gave him as much money as I had, which I think was $40.
Right.
It's just like, thank you so much for getting us here. And then we were stuck in that place for at least a day and a half, because there was a guy that could fix it, but he was like retired, and he did those gyrocopters, the helicopters that are just a seat.
Oh, yeah.
He had like 3 of them in his workshop, and so he took my alternator apart and fixed it and put it back together. And it wasn't like this was a garage that does that. It was some dude in the outback town we stopped in that has like a gas station and a pub and one shop, and like 29 people live there, sort of deal.
Right.
So again, super lucky, but that's the way things probably work there, right? There's somebody in each town that knows how to do that stuff.
Or at least enough of it, yeah.
Yeah, and he fixed it, and he was super nice, and we talked about his gyrocopters for a long time. And then, then drove the rest of the way. And there's that road that goes from the one that goes up the middle and then goes to the East Coast, is like, it's not a 2-lane road. It's a 1-lane road with half a lane on either side of dirt.
Oh.
So you drive down the middle of the road, and then if a car is coming the other way, you each take a wheel's worth of dirt.
Wow.
And a wheel's worth of paved. And it was rife with kangaroos.
Oh,
like
okay.
At night, I was going probably 60, driving in the middle of the road, and literally having to swerve every couple of hours because there was kangaroo right in front of you. Good times.
Sounds like good
All
times.
right, James, thanks for stopping in.
Hey, good night, James.
Lovely to see you.
Yeah. Have a great weekend.
East of Berlin, you have subways, trains, buses, and tramway. Nice. How long is that? 20 hours? Yes, supposed to be 20 hours, about. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's one of 3 times my car broke down in Australia.
Oh.
I'm loving this bird, Doug. This kingfisher you got going here.
Thanks. What are you going to call him?
Oh, let's put it out there. Longest you drove with a small stop was 15 hours. Wee bit tired after that, yeah. It really drains you, you know? The tramway is only in the east, okay. Do you use public transport a lot, Bia? Horrible public transport in Halifax. There's been talk of trains or like light rail for years.
Yeah.
Halifax spreads out pretty quickly. Like there's a lot of. We don't have a lot of tall buildings and condos, although we're getting more and more by the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, more and more by the day. But the sprawl early on in the cities thing was out and wide. So, like, a lot of the communities that are close to Halifax that are considered part of Halifax, like Bedford and Dartmouth and Porter's Lake and the Eastern Shore and all that, light rail would make tons of sense for these communities, but they don't do it. Like where I am, you can get a bus into town, but the bus comes like twice a day.
Oh, you can. I didn't know that.
Yeah, the 401. You can take the 401 out here.
Sounds like a highway.
It does, because there's a 401 in Toronto. Drove it.
That's
Drove it
why.
this past weekend.
That's why. Yeah. I'm good. What are we going to call him?
Anybody have a name for this little fella?
Name that bird.
Good. Name that bird. It's every hour. I just looked it up. It's every hour.
Not twice a day?
Still. No, but it's still. And it only runs till 7, so it's not like I can go drinking.
Depends where you go, I guess.
Bia wants to call him Harold.
Harold it is.
I like Harold.
Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah.
You know what would make him more Heraldy?
A hat?
A freaking hat. You're exactly right, Doug. A beautiful hat.
Is it a beautiful bouffant? No, it's a bowler.
A He has a bit of a strict look. You boys better go to school. Get your pajamas on and get to bed. Or you get no ice cream.
This guy's just got up out of bed.
Oh, were you asleep? so fluffy.
Oh yeah, he's the best. Hey, Bubs.
The grandchildren broke a plate in your room. Oh no. Just eat the grandchildren. Oh my goodness me.
See, taking up all the noise. Oh, he's clawing the mic now.
You have something to say? You got something to say, Stanley?
Sounds like it, doesn't it?
Oh, okay.
Oh. Well, let's see what he thinks of Harold.
What do you think of Harold? Yeah, he just like rips it to shreds.
That'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
Well, Doug, we have enough time for maybe a quick dare to flare. What do you think?
Sure. Let me just put Stanley down.
Sure.
That
So
rim
we
job in the end
we
just gets you every time, doesn't it?
yeah, it does. It's a symbol, but sure. Um, that's what a rim job sounds like to you. Then then so be it. um, so I know that you're great with the figure drawings, and I know that we talked earlier about uh, how AFL was a lot like ballet. So I would like you to draw a ballerina
Oh, okay, sure. Oh, this is too
in
high.
one of the five jumps.
Okay, can you give me the jumps again?
Sure, but they I don't know if
No,
they would
tell me your favorite jump. Just look, let's just make this about you. What's your favorite jump?
you know the one where they do the splits in the air
I
and they've
think
got their
so.
hands over their head in an O?
Like this.
Yeah, and they're doing the splits in the air.
Okay, that's the one you want.
I think so. Let me pull up a just let me double check here.
Okay.
Actually, I think whatever ballet I say ballerina and whatever pops into your head. Don't worry about the jumps. Don't worry about the motions. It's up to you. But I will show you this one image because this is exactly what I was thinking of.
I think I know the one you said it well.
Oh, it's loading like the internet from 1920.
So that's like crazy impressive.
Yeah,
Can
let me
you leave
show
that
you
up for me?
people.
I'll draw that if
Yeah.
you leave it up for me.
Okay.
Perfect.
Specky? Google Specky, Shane. I will. I will Google Specky. I had a lot of Ryan Reynolds stuff pop up this week on my phone.
Are you guys friends now?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's exactly it. A Specky. Man, they're like so high in the air for this.
It's too low. This is very low.
Like these, so this Specky is the AFL term for, where they jump basically over everybody's head to catch the ball. Why is it called a Specky? Because it's spectacular? Because it is pretty spectacular. They jump on everybody else, like the opponent's heads and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's not a foul or anything to like do that?
I don't think so. I think you can basically climb the people. Yep, a spectacular mark is a mark in Australian rules football that typically involves a player jumping up on the back of another player. The spectacular mark has become a much celebrated aspect of the sport. They jump up by themselves and don't get help. I don't know. That's sometimes they get help. I've seen them use
I've only ever seen them get help.
like they jump on the other players, their teammates help throw them in the air. sometimes they get smoked in the legs, and then they do the, you know, the head over feet twirl in the air.
Mm-hmm. Sound like an Alanis Morissette song there.
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not gonna do it justice. Her hands are gonna go off. I'm running out of space.
Oh, that's okay. We can use our imagination. Imagination.
Yeah. Maybe I'll do a different pose. Like this pose, but I'll just do something different.
You've never seen a teammate throw them up before, really? They pick them up by the waist and they like hold them up. Maybe that was before, or maybe that's more in rugby.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of as rugby.
Yeah, they do it in Aussie rules as well. My God, this guy's kicking the other dude in the face. Dangerous.
So are you okay if I'm not doing your exact pose?
Absolutely. Like I said, do what you feel. Do what you see in your mind.
Oh, okay.
It's a very loose dare to flare.
I'm down with it.
Also, I think we're spelling flare wrong.
Probably. Did someone write you and tell you that?
No, I just always thought it was Flair.
In the graphic?
No. In the way that it's supposed to be spelled.
Oh.
I could be wrong. Let me look it up.
Give it a go.
Nothing out confusion between flare and flare. Yes, flare. Flair.
Oh.
It is solely used as a. Wait. She has a flair for storytelling. Flair. He has a flair for the dramatic. That's the flair I think we're talking about here.
Probably.
Although, maybe not. The meaning of flare, on the other hand, has multiple meanings. A sudden flare of a match. Flare is in fire. A match flared up in the darkness. Tempers flared during the debate.
Oh, the debate. Nice.
The debate with an L. Yeah. She flared up at the rude remarks.
At the debate.
At the debate. So honestly, it could be either, right? Dare to flare, dare to be flamboyant, basically. Or dare to flare, to have a flair for the dramatic, or a flair for storytelling, or a flair for art. Either or, I say. Either or.
I like it.
Sometimes you just got to explore these things.
That's true.
You like cheeseburgers, Doug?
I do, yeah. How about you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a favorite place for cheeseburgers to go to?
So the reason I bring this up is because October 14th to the 21st is Halifax Burger Week.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you have participated in Burger Week before.
I have, but honestly, burgers now, for the most part, upset my digestive system.
Ah, fair. Yes. There are some really good alternatives even in Burger Week, though. The chicken burgers and taco burgers and
it's the
veggie
bread.
burgers.
I can't have the bread.
Oh, yeah, fair.
I like the burgers. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not eating a lot of bread these days either.
No.
I don't buy it at the store usually.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't buy it, I don't eat it.
that makes all the sense.
So do you have a gluten thingy?
I don't. I've been tested, but I'll tell you, my stomach doesn't like it.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, and when you're, you got to listen to your body, right? How it responds to these things.
I would say that's very accurate.
Yeah. Or you can do what I do, which is just completely ignore it and slam it full of it, and then deal with it, and then
Wish you had done all
basically,
that.
basically fart yourself to sleep.
Mm.
Question about hockey: is there always a fight? No,
No,
no, no, no.
less and less
Most
these
games,
days.
yeah, and most games, no, there's no fight. Depends on the league, and depends on the game, and it
Yeah,
depends on the rivalry. Um, there definitely can be games that are lots of fights. So there's two teams in the West Coast, Edmonton and uh, 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 Calgary,
Calgary.
and when they play, this not was it last year or the year before? It was insane. It was insane. They would drop the puck, there would be a fight. They would drop the puck, there would be a fight. It was just, and
Yeah.
the hits, and it was good hockey to watch because it was passionate. Like they were super into it. How many leagues are there? Oh, lots. There's the big one, which is the NHL, and then there's all the feeder leagues, which are mostly in Canada. AHL, the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League,
Mm-hmm.
QMJ. That's the one we're in, right? That's the one
Yeah,
Halifax is in.
they just call it the Q.
And then the OHL and the WHL.
The
So
CHL.
those are and the CHL. And then there's the Farm Team League, which
It's the
is
American
the
Hockey League.
AHL, right? Yeah, AHL. And that's just like top level Canada. Then there's like Junior A, Junior B, tons of other leagues. And then if you look at in Europe, there's a lot of professional leagues in Europe. I think Sweden has a couple, and then obviously the KHL is very big.
Swiss is quite big.
The EHL, European Hockey League. Yeah, so tons and tons. Yeah, you could be watching hockey all the time if you want.
The Russian League, KHL. Did you mention that?
KHL, yeah, I did, and that's very large, lots of good players there for sure. You can be gluten sensitive, yeah, that's true. That can't be tested very well.
Oh,
You're not
okay.
allergic, but it means that you don't like it.
Yeah, that's. I would say I can understand that. I can relate to that.
There's only two leagues, the AFL and the VFL. The AFL is the one people care about. Is the VFL like a feeder league for the AFL? Like people move up from the VFL to the AFL, or is it like a sideways lateral move? I know there's a bunch of rugby leagues, and I know that there's a bunch of football leagues, like soccer football.
Oh yeah, and they do jump around in the soccer
The
leagues, don't they?
Yeah, there's an interesting you can get regulated. So as a team, you move from league to league, which is very interesting thought. So if you're in the bottom of the one league, you get pushed down to
The lower
the
one,
next
yeah.
one, and like the winner of that season gets brought up. Like it's super interesting because the way that hockey works is there is one league and it's players that go. Same with baseball, right? You make it
Mm-hmm.
to the majors as a player, not as a team. Right, exactly. So they're the farm team for the AFL. That makes sense. That's what the AHL is for the NHL. Same sort of deal.
How's that feeling
That's what the
for you?
market. Oh my God, that looks amazing, Doug. Is that a shadow or is that the ground?
Both.
It's a shadow on the ground. All right, well that
Yeah,
makes sense.
and then she's low to the ground, so she's probably not gonna land it. Or maybe that's
But
part
that
of the show.
well, and it could be perspective too, right? Like our camera could be up above her
That's
and
right.
far away. So who knows?
Yep.
Man, when you come visit, we'll take you to a hockey game for sure. We'll take you to two.
Sure. Happily.
Getting to an NHL game is not super easy.
No, that is a little challenging, especially where we live. We still, yeah, it's a bit of a travel.
Yeah, but that's okay. I think our closest game is 10-hour drive,
Boston?
Montreal.
Is that what Montreal is? 10 hours? Huh.
I
I thought
think
it was
so.
a lot
Yeah.
more. Oh, okay.
What's Boston? About the same, right?
Yeah, it probably is from here. Yeah.
Beautiful drawing, Bia says, and I agree.
Thanks so much.
Well, thank you so much for being here, everybody. We really do appreciate you guys coming week after week and hanging out with us. Love to see you. It's just a damn ass delight.
Yeah. I gotta zoom out now.
Okay, let's see what you managed to do for us today, Doug. In the meantime, while you're doing that, I want to see what she looks like with a hat on. Nope.
Messing with you.
Not so great.
So yeah, to recap, it was like first part of the show. I did some eye studies, kind of worked them from pencil into charcoal into paint. Then from there, moved down to this cute little nugget. Shane's is a little pastel kingfisher. Bia believes his name is Harold, so it is right there. You can see it. And then Shane's dare to flare was a ballerina based on his description of Australian football.
Oh my goodness, where did this thing come from?
I don't know.
There we go. Got it away. Sorry, Doug.
That's fine. Harold's a favorite.
Technical difficulties.
Fair enough.
I like the ballerina a lot. I also like the lowest set of eyes because there is, when we zoomed in on it, there is some, like with the
What do you want me to do?
skin around the eyes, there is some definition there that makes you think that it makes them feel like they have depth and experience, like life experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah, is that working better for you?
Yeah, I like it.
Boom.
Well, thanks again, everybody. So just to recap the call to action, if you are an artist and you feel like drawing a hat that we can use on stream, please do. Drop it in some Discord. Make sure it's got a transparent background, and I will place it on Doug, probably. We'll see how that goes. Thank you so much for being here. Again,
Yes.
can't thank you guys enough.
Nope, we really appreciate it. We both look forward to Thursdays to get to hang out, so thanks for showing up every time you do.
Okay, have a great week, and we'll
Have a
see
great
you
weekend.
next time.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.